Hi, I'm Dr. Ellen Joan Nelson, and I'd love to talk to you about a concept called #work-school-hours. Now, before I frighten everybody away, let me tell you where this came from. So I did a bunch of research on the experiences of women in the workforce, and then subsequently, specifically, the experiences of mums, and then more broadly, parents in the workplace. And what I found is that this mismatch between the hours of work, which is still 9 to 5, versus the hours of school, they fundamentally do not align. And really, the construct of work 9 to 5, it's archaic. It was designed more than 100 years ago, where the demographics of the workforce were grossly different to the demographics of the workforce today. The assumption when it was invented was that a worker was not also a primary caregiver for children, but we know that that just doesn't represent the workforce of a modern society. So what I do is I talk through what is this concept of #work-school-hours and how do organisations go about implementing it. And what I want to be really clear is that there's a spectrum. So right now there's the 9 to 5, and my goal is that we get to a space where organisations fundamentally are aligned with the hours of school. Now I know we're not going to get to that end of the spectrum overnight. That's not realistic and it's not pragmatic to do that overnight. But what I talk about is how do organisations go about moving along that spectrum, making gradual improvements where they can, doing so in a way that benefits both their staff and also the organisation. So #work-school-hours is not something that's just great for parents but rubbish for non-parents or rubbish for the organisation. Actually, it's commercially smart and it's beneficial for everybody. And so I talk a little bit about this and how we go about doing it. The other thing I do is talk to individuals in terms of what can they do as an individual staff member to be empowered to ask their managers for different changes in their conditions at work, but also how they can assure their managers that they'll still get all their work done. So it's really about making sure that if we transition along the spectrum and if we look at options to align work with school, #work-school-hours, we do so in a way that is both good for the staff, parents and non-parents, as well as being good for the organisation and being commercially smart. So I'd love to talk to you more about this. To find out more, please check out my website, ellenjoannelson.com.